Peace be with you. Welcome back to Healing Life with Positivity 24/7, 365. 365 and 24/7. This is a platform where we obsessively, compulsively, deliberately just focus on all things positive. In a world with so much going on, sometimes it's just nice to have a designated place where you can go collaborate with other people in a high vibration. This platform was created and dedicated and is dedicated to my inner child. So from my inner child to your inner child, welcome. If you're new to the platform, I hope you decide to like, share, and or subscribe. It absolutely does help the platform grow. And if you're returning back, then thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. I really do greatly appreciate it. 9 times out of 10, y'all, you're feeling the shift. It's a huge paradigm shift, okay? It's a lot going on all around the world. But the beautiful part is that God chose for you to be in the world at this time. There are no coincidences by way of timelines. Come on in and let's just get to these spiritual downloads. I always like to start these spiritual sessions out with a really nice, cleansing, deep breath. Okay? So in the background, you might hear some different sounds and or waves, again, that just kind of breaks up all the monotony and kind of keeps us in alignment, right, by way of a high vibration. So I always like to start this out with a nice deep breath, at least 3, okay? If you want to breathe with me, absolutely, I definitely welcome you to do that. Again, it's a constant reminder to just simply go with the flow. In through the nose, taking as much air as you possibly can in your entire physical body. Hopefully you're somewhere where your feet can be planted firmly on the ground, and then you want to exhale out of the mouth. There's no rushing these breathings, right? Or exercises, okay? They're just nice and flowy, okay? Do it how you want to do it. You can't mess this up, and we're starting now. I don't know about y'all, but those breathing exercises are so vital and essential. I do those throughout the day just to keep my energy calibrated and or balanced, okay? Usually because I am working with a lot of different spiritual downloads, spiritual energies, in spiritual court. Shout out to the people that follow me over at my other platform. I absolutely do appreciate your contributions there. Let's get into these angel downloads. How y'all doing today? All is well, right? All is well. It is well. The Most High is well with us. There's a lot going on in the world, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I know. Keeping your peace in the middle of what appears to be chaotic by way of our world, politically, spiritually, right? Weather-wise, there's a lot of weird weather, hurricanes in the middle of the summer, a lot of areas going through spiritual judgment, right? But your inner child is proud of you. So from my inner child again to your inner child, I wish you nothing but peace, love, power, and protection. Stay grounded, stay well-rounded, stay in a forgiving state of mind. Most of all, just forgive yourself for taking too long to forgive yourself, right? All right, let's just see what the angels in the universe have to say. I've already called in my protection, and I pray that you've been wise enough to have done the same. This says, look past what you feel are your incapabilities, okay? Instead of focusing on everything you have achieved so far, it's okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you up until this point. Your strength Your beautiful soul is clear, and it's very, very clear for all to see. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. So, speaking in self first person, I always like to not revamp it. Well, I guess kind of like say it in a different way to include myself. And hopefully, you're saying this back to yourself by way of, instead of saying you, you're saying I. I always like to do this in the mirror, y'all. So, I do have a reflection where I can kind of see my own eyes and say these words and speak them into myself, speaking wellness into myself, speaking power into myself, and speaking divinity into myself. It is absolutely the God in me, right? That is thriving, that knows the way, also known as my higher self. Depending on what you believe, you can't mess these exercises up. That's the beautiful part, right? So let's just read that again. It says, I look past what I feel my incapabilities are. Instead of me focusing in on everything that I've achieved so far, it's okay that I acknowledge my weaknesses as well. But I also keep in mind that it doesn't define me. I'm not stuck there. My strengths, my beautiful soul is clear for all to see. So that's about authenticity, in my opinion. I love these cards, y'all. These are the spiritual messages oracle cards, spirit message oracle cards. Somebody gifted these to me a while ago. And it's so funny because sometimes I'll have cards and when I'm supposed to use them, they just show up. Like it's always in alignment. So that's beautiful. So I feel like right now this is what we need by way of these messages. So this is about transparency, authenticity, knowing that you have everything that you need in order to do what it is that you need to do. Keep in mind, Mercury is retrograding, y'all. Cancer energy is not an easy season to get through. I always feel during that Cancerian energy, the shift, okay, by way of the moon and emotions and shadows. And so I just heard you're a champion, okay? We've championed through some really dark things in our lives, right? Mercury retrograde is a constant reminder of what you've had to go through thus far. It doesn't mean that those cycles have to repeat themselves, okay? That's a choice. How you see things is a choice. You can decide to see this life as, a life that, oh, I gotta live this life. Or you could be like, what? I signed up for this. I gotta live this life. It really is perception. Did y'all feel the shift in the emotion and or perception in how I'm seeing life, or how we're seeing life, or how you're seeing life really does determine your attitude and how far you go. So you might as well just enjoy the ride. A lot of what we were told was real. We had to unlearn. We realized, okay, that was an illusion, right? We had to forgive those adults who were children. I know, Mercury retrograde. Nobody's exempt from it. I understand, to my understanding, it is in retrograde until around November, December-ish. Is that correct? Okay. So we're getting some heavy requests from the universe by way of needing to go into inspection of the inner self. Pop quiz energy, grand finale energy, next level energy, ready for that new beginning energy. The new beginning is right there. Knowing again, hey, I made it this far. Nothing's holding me back. And here I am. And I'm really glad to be here, right? These are things that we tell ourselves. We catch ourselves, right? We remind ourselves that our inner child knows the way. She has always known the way. He has always known the way. And your higher self is absolutely collaborating with who you are now. You're capable, okay? I love that last part on that card where it says your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see, okay? So anything that is wanting to hold you back, I just felt, from being authentic, just eliminate that. Like, I don't need it. What is that? What is that? Fear? Fear of what? What somebody's going to think, what they're going to say. Okay, yeah, these are illusions, right? So at certain levels, one cannot continue to have those same tests, right? By way of the shadows, retrograde. Sometimes that comes from, maybe people that wanted you to fit into a cookie cutter idea of what it was that they wanted for you. And sometimes a lot of adults projected things onto us as children. Maybe they realized it, maybe they did not. But once you become aware, you have the power to unlearn what it is that you know you don't want to be. I am the controller of my own life. I will live this life the way I see fit. Everything that I've learned up until this point, okay, has taught me, be it good, bad, or indifferent, but it has taught me nevertheless. And now I must be wiser with how it is that I move forward. I have the power to unlearn, okay, control, alt, delete those things I don't need, and doing this in a way that I lovingly do it. That is an affirmation. That was a long affirmation, fresh off the top of my spirit, y'all. This says, universe is reminding you, don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Yeah, listen, remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than what it is that you deserve. This reminds me, setting a boundary. So this card is about transparency, authenticity, right? Being your honest, true self. Yeah, being who you are, who you're conceiving yourself to be, deciding who you want to be, recreating oneself, and standing in that in a way that is unwavering. That's real power. And then this says, don't take your power and just give it away. It gives me the scripture, casting your pearls onto swine, not allowing anybody to abuse your power or take it away from you. You need every ounce of your high vibrational power to move about your path. So see that as a lifeline to source, right? Okay. Impenetrable power, indestructible power. I have indestructible power. Somebody comment down below. Believe it obsessively, compulsively, and deliberately. Until your body takes the order, until every cell in your body takes the order, and so it is so. And I feel that in my physical body, in my spiritual body, and then I become that. I am that. We're doing our affirmations here today. Doesn't it feel good? Did y'all feel that? I felt it. My body was like, "Oh, okay, I'm powerful." Yeah, you are. I am. This is really where you have to get through those layers, right? Sometimes there's still layers. Let's just be real. We have our moments. Sometimes I still get triggered, especially by people that try to irritate the hell out of me or try to get my attention. People like that irritate me because I really pride myself on being authentic, and people that try to poke the bear, the reason why I feel like they irritate me or I've allowed them to irritate me is because I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you just be who you are? Do you know who you are? And then I realize, oh, wait a minute, I've given my power over to this. So now I don't want to do that anymore. And that was primarily with family, y'all. That was like immediate circumstances, right? People in my family that would poke the bear. Every time I was focused or just minding my business, I would have like a sibling or a parent figure or somebody in my life to where it was like leave me alone type of an energy. What's wrong with you? Why are you poking? Why are you poking? People that would do anything to get attention are frightening people. I usually repel those people. My energy naturally rejects people like that because I know how far people will go to get attention when they don't know who they are. I've already been in situations where I've had to be patient with people like that. And now that I don't have to be, I just eliminate it out of my world. So whenever I'm in the presence of somebody inauthentic or somebody that is just not real, they naturally just kind of, there's no flow there. There's no connection. Yeah, they naturally just have to kind of get out of my way. And that's just a real life story. So take what you need to from that. Somebody's going to take it. Somebody's going to leave it for somebody else to take. This next card says that the universe says, make today your new beginning. Listen, I make today my new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have a better, brighter day ahead. So somebody comment down below, today is a new beginning. I got a bigger, brighter day ahead. I'm excited about it. These are confirmations. Always put I in there. Feel free to use I as you're saying these things back to yourself. It's something about it resonating with you, your higher self, your spirit team, and the universe takes the order. And then the universe says, okay, we're going to give you more of this energy, right? I'm in a brand new day. I've released all my past mistakes. The past could have been 5 minutes ago. Child, listen, who's deciding on what the past is? Today's a brighter day, and I'm moving forward unapologetically, okay? Not curbing my enthusiasm by way of not being authentic. I am authentic. I am transparent. My soul is beautiful, and it's clear for all to see. Yeah, there's sanity in that. You know, there's sanity in knowing that you are being who you're meant to be, honest about it, not giving your power away, releasing the past, heavy releasing the past energy. I feel like the universe with Mercury retrograde is really testing a lot of people. Heavy dark night of the soul energy. But remember, you've already made it through certain levels. So to this point, it's going to be very, very easy to get through. Okay, so if you get a memory, you know, from when you were 10 or 11, for example, or when somebody said something to you in elementary school, whatever that was, you know, hone in on that. Okay, find it, get it, sit in it, feel it, breathe through it. What am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? Put yourself through that self-audit. This is something that honestly I used to do a lot of, and I need to go back to the basics on that. So I will admittedly say that. To consciously get back to the basics by way of self-audit and or being mindful, right, of what you're thinking about and why. What can you do with that thought? What am I going to do with this experience? How is it helping me? How is it hurting me? And then I have to make a decision, because once you go through that self-audit and you're really sitting with your higher self and being honest, you're now holding yourself to a higher standard by way of being obligated to pull yourself up out of whatever trenches you felt you needed to be pulled up out of. You are your own savior. Find a mirror, and the Most High is backing you. You got a whole spirit team with you. When they say it's a narrow path, you got moments where you're going to be just in the presence of yourself. Sometimes, you know, those codependent tendencies, right? Abandonment issues. Sometimes we want to reach for other people, and then you realize, oh, it's me. So you wrap your arms around yourself. Sometimes we're overly protective over our children because of what we've had to go through spiritually, right? So we need to be mindful that we're doing that in a loving, kind way. My children are protected. They are divinely guided. Their path is clear and it is protected, but doing it in a way that is not out of fear, right? But loving other people out of power, peace, and protection. The same peace, power, and protection that I want for myself, I absolutely want for everybody that is in my world, everybody that I am connected to, because that's just a beautiful thing. And so it is, right? Can somebody be codependent with their children? Absolutely. Especially when you've had trauma in your childhood, right? So now it's like, oh, my children won't go through this, right? But what energy are you moving in? Is it out of trauma, fear? Okay? Because you got to be careful. The universe is real literal. The universe is like, okay, we'll give you more of that. No, we don't want more of that. Yeah, surrendering to the higher calling, surrendering to, the omnipresent force that guided you up to set point, that guided your inner child to set peace, that guided you to this consciousness and being aware of who you are. That same source can do all things for the people that you love as well. And so you surrender them. And in that, you beautifully allow them to be themselves, allow them to be transparent. Children, they're your children if you're a parent. Listen, okay? Not abusing your power and authority. Remember the reminders here today? Yeah, allowing them to stand in their power respectfully, but guiding them. It's very powerful. That's an immediate download. This says, the universe says, trust yourself more. I trust myself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when you are meant to have them. all divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. So I want to take that a step further. I say, let's just eliminate fear. Let's just eliminate fear. like, I don't even know what we need it for at this point. So today, I hope that you will obsessively, compulsively, deliberately with me just eliminate fear. Today, I eliminate all fear. Fear of the future, fear of the past, fear of what's to come, fear of whatever, okay? Whatever that is, okay? Some people are afraid to be fat. Some people are afraid to, be too small. Some people just afraid. Like, yeah, just eliminate. Today, I eliminate all fears and I surrender to the divine plan for my life. That is a real affirmation, y'all. Y'all catching me in a real transparent energy right now. This is the real deal, Holyfield. So listen, this says, don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve. I came here to evolve. It is necessary to experience the difficult times because those difficult times have helped me grow. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. So comment down below today, obsessively, compulsively, and deliberately. Okay? I'm proud of my journey. Everything that I've had to go through up until this point has molded and shaped me to be who I am right now. And I'm very proud of that person. I accept myself for who I am. And I move forward with peace, power, protection, unapologetically, transparently, literally, deliberately. I trust myself more and more, knowing that I'm in the right place at the right time, getting the right opportunities. Today is a brand new day, a new beginning. I will move in confidence. Nothing from the past can weigh me down because I've released it. And I'm setting healthy boundaries. Nobody can abuse my power. I will keep my power for myself and give it away to whom I feel I need to, but it will be equal give and take. And by way of power, okay, I mean energy. Ooh, come through spirit. Universe says, count all of your blessings. Angels are saying, even the small little ones, count all of those. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in life and all that has yet to come into your life. Your best days are still ahead. Isn't that a wonderful thought? This is what the card says. Isn't that a wonderful thought? That is absolutely a wonderful thought. Let's just see what else we got going on here, y'all. We're on a roll. I'm not going to make these videos that long. I like these videos to be short because I think they're nice for like if you're in the car on your way to the gym or whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes you just need to hear a quick message, right? Just a quick reminder to keep you in alignment, right? We always need those beautiful reminders. So we thank the universe for them. Are y'all catching all the synchronicities, y'all? Are you seeing it on the clock? Every time you look at the clock, are you getting the love songs from the universe? Every time I turn on the radio, y'all, in my car, I'm getting love songs, y'all. Like my father who passed away, he had a song that he would sing to my mother, Luther Vandross. What's the song? Never Too Much. Is that the title? Child, every time I get in the car, that song comes on and I get chills all over my body. I'm like, okay, Dad. He's like all around me. And that's always my sign that I'm going the right way. And then coincidentally, I'll look at the clock and it's 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. I'm like, whoo. I'm so glad I'm going the right way. You know, sometimes you're like, am I going the right way? Nobody really has it all figured out. We're just doing the best that we can. But sometimes you just need that little reminder from the universe, honey. Please and thank you. What is it that the universe wants us to know? I am using the Sacred Earth Oracle. Okay, so one card, please. I heard gratitude. Center. So this is about your center. Look at the art, y'all. Don't y'all love the art? It's so nice. Purple. Purple's a color of royalty. Yellow's a color of joy, friendship, happiness, sunshine. If you're able to get out into that sunshine, get out into that sunshine and sun gaze and let that sun hit your back and your body, your feet, your eyes. So this says center. This reminds me, of being in alignment, staying in alignment, realigning yourself. If you feel as though you kind of get a little, out of alignment, that's okay. lovingly just guide yourself right back into alignment. The fact that we recognize when we're out of alignment is a blessing, because that means that you are paying attention to yourself. You're paying attention to your own energy. You're going within to create your outer world. Whenever I feel something's irritating me, I'm just like, ooh, what is that? This is my attitude now at this level. Like, I can feel it immediately because honestly, y'all, 99.9% of the time, me and my inner child, we're in a high vibration. We made it through a lot, child. We celebrate. So when something comes up that doesn't, go the way I think it should, I don't see it that way. I'm like, okay, everything happens for a reason. And so I go back to being centered. But there were times in my life, y'all, where I didn't realize that, or I didn't realize how I was allowing my outer world to affect me so greatly, right? Again, my weakness, I don't know about y'all, was my karmic family. Ooh, I overextended myself. I don't do that no more. But they were always throwing me off. And I was always like, can't we just all get along? Like, I was always like in this quiet peace. Like, I love everybody. Child. Ooh, Lord, I had to learn how to love, right? I had to learn how to love properly. And even though I wasn't so codependent on them, they were codependent on me. And it was draining. There was no equal give and take. It wasn't reciprocated. It was just draining. And I said, some of these people don't want to change, but I want to change. And the more I decided to change, the more I became aware of being in alignment and being centered and being, straight up and down. Like, wait a minute, something's throwing off my equilibrium. It became more apparent because then I stopped making excuses for why I needed my peace. So then I just started to lovingly just say no. You ever just looked at somebody and was like, no, and they didn't know how to take it? It's like the first time you say no, it's like you never said yes. Yeah. So then I became more aware. I'm like, wait a minute. It's not me. 9 times out of 10, it wasn't me. I just had a whole bunch of karmic ass family. Oh, God bless them wherever they are. Woo. And this is as a child. But around age 12, 13, y'all, listen, I have always been a healer. I used to go into my bathroom, do my cleansing baths, not even knowing what I was doing. 12 and 13, you talk about inspired by the Most High. I would put on classical music, burn my incense in the bathtub, meditate, get grounded. I was 12 and 13 years old. That's so funny. I look back at her like, girl, if you had only known what it was that you were about to encounter, what it was that you needed by way of obstacles in order to become wiser, okay? As the best version of yourself, trust me, I can look at her now, hug her at 12, 13 years old. I can see her face and I can let her know, listen, I know it's okay. Some of these people you're going to have to leave behind, but you'll be fine. Right? You'll be okay. So that's just a little personal moment, y'all. Hopefully you got inspired by that. Hopefully it inspires you to talk to your younger self. Continue to have those good conversations. Keeping it real with yourself. Talking to your 5-year-old self, your 7-year-old self. Call all of them into the meeting. Every version of yourself up to set point. Call them into the meeting. And hopefully the meeting ends with a positive energy. When I say meeting, that's writing a letter to your 13-year-old self. Dear self, right? Whatever that pain and that trauma was, you can laugh it away, taking your power back from people that wanted to take your power as adults, forgiving them, okay, for projecting things onto you by way of their own fears, right? A lot of that stuff is layered. This is what Mercury retrograde really does bring to the surface. Mercury retrograde is not for the weak, period. I've seen people, child, in Mercury retrograde, woo, go through some things when they're not willing to face those shadows, right? What's in the shadows? Pain, trauma. It's okay. Breathe. You survived. You're okay. You're here. You're safe. The universe saw fit to keep you around and the Most High co-signed to it. You made it. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I made it. I look at myself, I'm like, congratulations. People are like, are you really like that when you by yourself? Heck yeah. This is really who I am. I dance in front of the mirror. Why? Make up my own beats. I sing. I did when I'm by myself. Why? Because I've been through so much that I deserve to celebrate myself. You deserve to celebrate yourself. What else you gonna do with that pain? Okay, we could shift the whole energy up and be like, yeah, well, you know, when I was 10. Okay, I know, and I'm not being insensitive, but your 10-year-old self is saying, save me. Can we come to current moments? Can we come to said moment? And when I was 21 and 33 and 44, 55, whatever age, listen, it doesn't matter. Congratulations. You made it through this spiritual download. Congratulations. You made it through, what is this, 30 minutes? And 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 30. Listen, you made it. Congratulations. That's absolutely something to celebrate. So celebrating the little things. I can wiggle my toes. Oh my God, I'm so glad I can wiggle my toes. I can blink my eyes. I'm so glad I can blink my eyes. Thank you, God, for my ears. I can hear. Thank you, God, for my mouth. I can speak. Thank you, God, for my teeth, my gums. These little tiny things. Thank you for every cell in my body. These are affirmations. Please obsessively, compulsively, and deliberately just obsess over this for the next 24 hours, 365. We're going to make it a habit. I'm addicted to positivity, and positivity is addicted to me. And the universe says, okay, we're going to give you more of that. Yeah, it's a ripple effect, right? Y'all pray for me. I got to go back into spiritual court. What is spiritual court about, y'all? People in the dark night of the soul, pulling them up out of the trenches. Somebody's got to do it. It's ugly sometimes, isn't it? Gets a little wonky. Yeah, you got political groups and all kinds of stuff. So y'all keep me in high vibrations. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. I know some of you do the same thing that I do, and I love you, and I thank you for your contribution. I love y'all, okay? So this is the part of the session where we take our arms and wrap them around ourselves, and we let ourselves know, hey, self, you got every right to be here. I love you. I accept you for who you are. You're beautiful. You're radiant. Today's a beautiful day. Congratulations. You're here. You're healthy. You're happy. You're whole. And I love you. And the universe is going to say, okay. We're going to give you more of that. Thank you, universe, in advance for giving me more of that. I love y'all. I do. I really do. Thank you for letting me be transparent. Thank you for letting me just be transparent, like naked, emotionally. I got to go to spiritual court, though, y'all. It's going to get good. I love you. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.